Welcome to the Global Business Report here on Arise News. AI is gradually transforming Nigeria's education sector, offering new possibilities for digital learning, personalized teaching, and improved school management. Edtech startups and global platforms are introducing AI-powered tools that promise to close learning gaps and expand access. But challenges remain, from funding and infrastructure to regulation and affordability, raising questions about how Nigeria can fully harness AI to strengthen its education system. Oluwakoyejo Oluwatosin, co-founder, CEO of Chronicles Software, joins me now to discuss further. Great to have you in the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so we've heard so much about AI in education. Sometimes it's a controversial issue. Sometimes what we hear about is around cheating, using it for essays and things like that, and how teachers are sort of navigating that whole space. But what has been the major impact of AI in education?
First and foremost, let me say thank you very much for having me this morning. One of the major impacts for AI in education is helping students to really grasp things on a very, very large scale.
Okay.
So those days we went to Google. When we do a Google search, it comes back with links. Mm-hmm. But today, if you do a prompt on ChatGPT, you get some very precise conversations. And those precise conversations saves time, increase productivity, and the overall potential of everybody begins to grow over time.
Yeah.
So that's one of the beauty of AI.
Yeah.
Right? Now, but it comes with its own set of challenges because teachers have not seen this kind of things before. Mm-hmm. While they give an assignment that is literally copy and paste. Those days, students go back home and say, oh, my parents, my lesson teacher helped me. But those days are past. The child just voices over to ChatGPT or DeepSeek or any other Gemini AI platforms, and it comes back with results. And those results are precisionally, correct. Now, although sometimes there could be hallucination or variations, it's just one or two iterations, I think, and things go well. So if you look at it, the impact is growing stronger. It will go better and better. AI has come to stay. So let's get it. There are pushbacks everywhere, and that happens when there's a new technology in town.
Okay.
When computers came in the 70s, the same thing. Everybody was jittery. Computers would take my job.
But everybody adapted.
Yeah, over time, yes.
Yeah. But I have a question.
Yeah, please.
We have a digital divide in Nigeria or in Africa. There's a digital divide, right? And we've been talking about democratizing access. But are these new technologies just going to further deepen that divide with smarter tools? Because to even use AI, you still need a certain level of aptitude. You talk about the teachers. Even our teachers in the best place, maybe across certain types of schools, in the best place to actually learn how to use AI and incorporate it into learning. So how does this actually impact the digital divide?
Okay, well, I must say this, that access is going to be one of the challenges for AI. That's for free. But access will get better over time. Now, why I said that is because when all stakeholders get a buy-in into one particular thing, it gets done. Remember those days when we're struggling with telephones? There was these days of 090, with just one person in the community has a phone.
Yes.
But it took what they call the willpower of the state to say we should do things differently. Then there was the bidding of the GSM for mobile. And everybody has a mobile phone. The farmer, so that digital divide is, so if you have a smartphone right now, and smartphone penetration rate right now in Nigeria is over 75%. So, and every smartphone can run, ChatGPT, which is more like the poster boy for AI right now. Now, slowly and surely, that is being slowed down. I went to a particular state and I did a data access.
Yeah.
We're going to deploy software to that state and wanted to know how many students had access to a device. I told the commissioner of the state that 85% of your students have access to it. He said, no, don't tell me that.
What was he expecting, more?
Less.
Okay, he was surprised.
No, I said it high level. And we went to the test. We said, okay, use your EMIS staff to get the data out of these students. You know what he came back with?
What?
89% access rate.
Wow.
Some students had devices, and it's public school, not private school.
School.
In a state that
That's a very interesting
in
point.
a state that had close to over 50,000 students going to write WAEC that year. So what that tells you is that there's what they call access to a device. You might not own the device,
but you have access to it.
You have access to it. Your elder brother, your elder sister, your mom, your dad. So that divide is getting narrower and narrower by the day. So what that does is it makes these particular tools closer and closer to the individual. Now, the other side is how to use that tool in schools. That's another kettle of fish.
You know, you make an interesting point, because my fear was that with AI, we end up almost creating a two-tiered system where the private schools that have the resources then, you know, are able to adopt it, and public schools get left further behind. But it's interesting because clearly we can think of creative ways to bridge that gap.
Absolutely.
So let's look at the companies that are innovating in the area of AI, startups who are in Edtech, you know, that space, helping to bring some of the solutions to the table. What is funding like for them? And, you know, are they getting enough visibility? What types of innovation are they bringing to the table?
Okay, so when we talk about funding, you need value to access funding. And that value has to be very compelling enough to bring the cash you need to really scale. So right now, the people leading that trajectory are the Western, organizations. I mean, tech companies, big tech companies. Now, Nigerian, the ecosystem in terms of AI development is emerging.
Yes.
Now, I'll tell you two things. One is, it's emerging because we deploy these AI tools for schools, and that market is central and located to us. So we understand how it works. I went to a particular school, they told me, Mr. Koyejo, we don't want ChatGPT on your tablets because we have an educational tablets for schools.
Okay.
Yeah, we're the leading educational tablet provider in the country. Within 10 years. For advert's sake, I don't want to mention the name of the brand. Yeah. 10 years running, we stayed consistent producing educational tablets. And the tablets are, rock solid locked down. Parental control, social media times and all that. But we put in what they call an AI Galleria. But the school pushed back and said, we don't want AI, we don't want ChatGPT.
Because they're concerned about the impact it's having on students learning, using their own brain power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
So the thinking of critical skills and that. So we went on to build our own custom GPT.
Okay.
We call it Success AI.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It runs on all our products. It's there on our platform as well. Now, why I'm saying that, not just Chronicle software, but we have other smart, organizations trying to do same thing. We're looking at the market properly and seeing how do we fix into the narrative and get to, unleash the potential of the Nigerian child.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other side. We've seen so many videos online, and even as adults, for those of us who sometimes use AI tools, the thinking process and the critical thinking process is fair. With my son, who's 6, he's growing up in an AI world. All the stuff we needed to develop growing up in the 80s and 90s is, for me, I'm worried that that same generation will be able to develop the same level of aptitude, independent thinking, because they already have access to these tools. So on the regulation side, and just trying to incorporate it truly into learning in a way that it enhances learning, not replaces the teachers, or maybe it needs to. How do you balance all that, and what sort of solutions can we bring to bear? Because I feel like Africa could be at a disadvantage because we want to leapfrog, so we introduce technology, but then the technology ends up taking us back in terms of our own human capacity to think through things.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
In the last 30, 40 years, have the human race moved forward or backwards?
I believe we've moved forward. Yeah.
It can only go forward.
Okay.
So human thinking, human capacity can only move us forward. We are not going backwards.
Okay.
We started from the first industrial revolution, right? Steam engines and the likes. We went into the information, and we are here at the fourth industrial revolution. Now, what is it doing? It's improving productivity. Yes, there are going to be job cuts, but newer jobs will come. Now, in terms of regulation, the government is doing its AI policy roadmap.
Yeah.
Also, let me commend the Minister of Education. It put some creative initiatives on ground. Number one, in the age of AI, degrees will be demystified. The value of
degrees, but isn't it specific types of degrees?
Yes, I'll come
to it. If you go
to
and do a degree that teaches you how to build AI software or something or code, then
you'll be obsolete.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so which ones will be
Because
obsolete?
in my days,
Yeah.
if you need a software, you come to me and say, Koyejo, I need a software to do ABC.
Right.
Right? And I'll take manually, and I'll come back and give you a sketch, and I'll give you a design.
Right.
And you say, okay, I like this, okay. And I'll give it to my developers to do it. We'll do a demo for you. All that's taking like 2.5 months, 3 months. You know what you're going to do today? You just type, I need to build an e-commerce software. I'll show you the website.
You train the language.
No, I'll show you the website.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll give you that website. And, oh, you're frightened.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not frightened. I'm trying to marry that with what you said about the fact that human progress will still continue.
Yeah, so where I'm going to
where
now.
are you going to? Yeah.
Number one. So first and foremost, the guys that we thought were going to lead the AI revolution, their jobs are already threatened. But we never knew about the field called prompt engineering.
Right. Yeah, everybody's talking about
So
that now.
the language for AI right now is prompting. So your capacity to prompt makes you differ and gives you the competitive advantage over the other guy.
Okay.
On this, not just prompt. Your
So
capability to prompt.
maybe we need to start thinking about training around prompt engineering, because I've had people ask me.
Not just training. My daughter, 8 years old, the dossier of prompt engineering in my office.
Yes.
She's reading it.
Yeah, it's incredible because people
Yeah.
are always asking me, have I trained my AI? Have I done prompt engineering for my business? Or have I, so it's clearly an emerging field. But don't let's get distracted from the original part, which is around the education.
Yes.
So I want to talk about education more strategically in Nigeria, what the public sector is doing, the cost of running our institutions, the introduction of these technologies that are going to make them even more costly. What can we do to reduce the cost of education, especially education that is now going to become AI powered? Or some might say AI is actually going to make it more cost effective. So where do you stand?
Yeah, I think I'm more on the cost effective side.
Okay.
If you noticed, the government got this right some 2 years ago. The license open universities. And in that open universities framework, a lot of universities got that license. You know what that's done? It has democratized learning at a very high level. Traditional universities will take a very big hit because of AI. I see enrollments dropping, right?
Across board or for specific courses?
I'll say your professional courses like doctors, nurses, those are fair. Human life don't go there.
Yeah.
Although we know that there are AI, solutions that do precision medicine at a high level,
sure,
right? But me and you are more comfortable with a man and woman we can see than the machine. We'll get to comfort of the machines maybe 15, 20 years from now. But when people close their eyes on the operating table, they wouldn't care who does the work. But I know the machines do that excellently. Now back to your question.
Yeah.
The government is doing a fantastic job, like I talked about. They're introducing measures like AI to curb malpractices using CBT. They're doing skills. Like I was saying, degrees goes down, skills goes up. Now, in the age of AI, what you and I need to succeed and be relevant is different from when we were in the digital age. Now, in the age of AI, what we need is just a basic education with a very sound skill set that matches our gifting.
You make the digital age sound like it was
Okay.
centuries ago. That's very scary.
No. So you know what the good thing about it? Electricity did not, swallow up the internet. They were all, handshaking each other.
Right.
From the electricity that brought about the light bulb, the internet, and then, AI. So they're all going to sit together. But what I'm saying, from where I sit, AI has come to stay. We should brace up. Everybody should learn it, get up to it. And I know that, the best is yet to come for education in
And
Nigeria.
of course, prompt engineering.
Oh, that's the language of AI.
I'm going to come to you for training
Yes.
on that. Thank you so much, Mr. Koyejo.
Thank you very
Really
much.
fascinating conversation.
My pleasure.